there. I see her. Last flight for the night. Our airline duty and destination is Good morning and welcome back to 12 Days of Christmas. On the third day of Christmas, we have an entire day of travel. I'm already in Miami. We hopped on a plane in Jamaica and we're headed to Miami, then Philadelphia, and from Philadelphia straight to the Netherlands. Yep, that's where we're going. If you haven't seen days 1 and 2, please go watch them and then come back over here. I'll be honest, I really don't think there's any getting used to this here, you know. Because all I can say is the skin on my forehead is looking very healthy. That's all I can say. I see her. She's the only pink lady in the pack. Okay, 1 flight down, 2 to go. And it's time for breakfast. Yeah, I think it's still after 8 a.m. So let's go find something to eat. They burnt my bread. It's so hard to find a quiet place to talk to you guys. I mean, it is an airport. Breakfast wasn't bad. Even though the bread looked like it was burnt, it was actually pretty soft. It wasn't crusty and it didn't taste burnt. I'm glad I got the fruit because for the past few days, I've been eating horribly. Could not find banana in the supermarket for the life of me. Like things that I eat regularly, like on an everyday basis, banana, eggs, certain fruits. Could I find them in the supermarket? And then the week has also been very busy. It's always very busy when I'm preparing to travel. So a lot of the things I just couldn't find in the supermarket, and I also didn't have the time to like really try and prepare a decent meal in the past couple of days. So I'm glad I got the fruit this morning. When I get to Philly, I'm gonna see if I can get some veggies, maybe a salad, hopefully. So guys, in the plane from Kingston to Miami, right? This guy came and sat beside me. I sat in his seat. But the guy was so graceful about it. He came and he said to me quietly, "So you stole my seat." So I hear me now, hear me now. You wish. So he said, "What seat do you have?" So hear me now. What seat do you have? Wrong and strong, you know. So he said he had 16A. So I'm like, you're in the wrong row, man. When we look up, to my surprise, I was in the wrong row. Yo, you know what always get me? The overhead bins. Because they're positioned in a way where they're kind of like between 2 rows. So it always gets me like, I was in the wrong seat. I'm wrong and strong, though, you know. I am editing yesterday's video. When I say yesterday, I mean your yesterday, not my yesterday. I'm editing that. Actually, I finished editing it last night. Last night being my last night, not your last night. But I'm about to watch it now, rewatch it, and make any tweaks that might be necessary. And I'm also uploading the footage for today's video. I have a lot of time to kill. My layover is 5 hours in Miami, and then I think I have another 3.5 hours in Philly. So I have time to catch up on some work and some editing. I just realized that my flight to Philly is over 3 hours. I'm gonna have to watch a movie or something because I'm trying to preserve or reserve my sleep for the flight to the Netherlands, because that flight is about 8 or 9 hours or more, I think. And I get to the Netherlands between 10 and 11 a.m. So I want to make sure I sleep on that flight so that by the time I get to NL, I will not be sleepy and I won't suffer from jet lag. It is 5:30, my flight boards at 8:20 and leaves at 9:10 p.m. So 2 down, 1 to go. As you know, the sweetest thing is the fact that I don't have to walk with any additional luggage other than what is on my back. I was so glad when the lady asked me if I wanted to accept my hand luggage for free. I was like, sure. if I was telling you guys that I wanted soup and a salad. So I'm looking at this one, and it might be an option depending on what their daily soup is today. Okay, so this is an option, but I'm gonna keep looking around. Okay, I found my gate, and now I can go get something to eat and come back. I don't want to dine in the restaurant. I'm gonna do takeout. I don't even know what kind of soup they have. Chicken noodle soup. Unfortunately, it's not hot enough for me. It's just warm. And then what looks like a loaded salad. This is good. This is good. This looks like a decent dinner. Can't wait to try this. It's warm. I have to eat it quickly before it gets too cold. It tastes good though. No guys, look how big this salad is. It's a big old pot. Veggies I wanted, veggies I got. But it looked decent, don't it? This is a decent size. So I don't know if I'm going to have space to eat the food at the plane later. But I'm glad because I really wanted the veggies. I actually finished the entire salad. Well, most of it. I don't eat croutons, but that was a good salad. It was very filling. It was a lot. And you know, there's more. They gave me tortilla chips, a whole carton of tortilla chips, and some saltine biscuits, like 3 of them. There's no way I'm gonna finish all of this, but most importantly, I got the vegetables that I needed, and I cleared the plate. That was a good dinner. I need to do a thumbnail for yesterday's video, and I'm gonna do some more editing. You remember how I said I was gonna preserve my sleep until the flight to the Netherlands? Preserve what? I say when the sleep box without the sleep get away. When the sleep get away to the point where I didn't even know. I don't know when I fall asleep. Knock right out. Knock out enough. Hope me I preserve sleep. Preserve which sleep? No sir. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was on the phone about to pull up a movie or something, and I don't know when the sleep box me, but all I know is I wake up drunk. I was like, wait, what? Phone and AirPods and everything still in my hand. I'm like, wait, let me not drop asleep, man. So guess who's wide awake? I'm going to take an Advil after dinner on the flight. After they serve us dinner, I'm going to take an Advil and magnesium, and hopefully that will help me to fall asleep because I have to sleep on the flight. Otherwise, I'm going to be jet lagged. I've never experienced jet lag before, and I think it's just because I've been strategic in how I travel, especially when I travel long distance, in that I ensure that I sleep when I need to sleep. I sleep on the right flight, especially if you know you're going to land in the destination in the morning and the flight is an overnight flight. Sleep on the flight. So when you get to the destination, you're awake, and that way I have not experienced jet lag ever in my life. Hopefully the magnesium and the Advil is just a preventative measure, just so that, because I know I haven't been sleeping well and it's been a hectic week and I've been tired and doing a lot of things. I know that typically when these things happen, when I'm in this kind of mode of being busy and sort of stressed, I can get sick, and I don't want to get sick. So the Advil colon sinus is more preventative, so that hopefully I don't get sick. Can't afford to be sick on this vacation, especially not with committing to 12 days of Christmas. Cannot afford to be sick. So Advil colon sinus and the magnesium should help me to fall asleep, hopefully. And the sleep that I got on the flight to Philly, I'm sure was not enough for me to be well rested. But you know, when you get a little half an hour push nap, it's like you're well rested for the rest of the day. But hopefully I can sleep on this next flight. Anyway, I have about an hour, less than an hour left before the flight starts boarding. So let me do some work. So guys, while I'm working, I just wanted to share with you one of the things I do when I'm traveling. Right before I leave Jamaica, I will activate data service using Airalo. So in the past, whenever I would travel, I would purchase a SIM card in the country that I'm traveling in. I don't know if you guys remember my Guatemala vlog. I would have purchased a SIM card in Guatemala, and I typically do that for every country. But I recently discovered eSIMs through Airalo, and it was so convenient for me. The last time I traveled to the Netherlands in 2020, I was able to use my data in every country. At the time, I visited the Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, Germany, and my data worked in every country. So if you want to check out Airalo for your next trip, I do think I have a link with a discount. I think so. If I find it, it's always in my video descriptions, but I'll also leave it in the pinned comment of this video so you can check out Airalo the next time you're traveling and you need data. Last flight for the night. Almost there, guys. Alright, pillow and blanket check. We made it. Whew. It was a pretty good flight. The pilot said it was 6 hours and 40 minutes. It definitely felt longer than that. It didn't feel too long, but it felt longer than 6 hours. We landed at 10:03. Now it's 11. I just reached in the airport. They had some technical difficulty with the air steps, and when we deplaned, then the bus had to take us from where the plane was to where the actual airport was. So it took a while for all of that to happen. I wanted to use the bathroom so badly. Jesus. Imagine my distress when they were like, oh, we have a delay because the gate is full or the gate is occupied and we have to wait on the air steps. Imagine my distress. As soon as I got in the airport, straight to the bathroom. Is me alone don't use the restroom on the plane? I just can't. I just don't want to. I don't want to. It's not a comfortable. It's just too small. I just don't like it. Anyway, I haven't really shown you guys what I'm wearing. I'm wearing all black. At some point, I'll take out my tripod and show you what I'm wearing. But I need to go head up to immigration and customs and all the things. So last year, the immigration officer had asked me for my proof of departure ticket as well as my proof of accommodation. This time around, he just asked me where I was going, and I told him, and he looked at my passport. Obviously, it's for my visa, and he stamped it, and that was it. So I feel like the 1-year visa kind of gave me an edge, and that's probably why he didn't ask me many questions. I like that. I love that. I even had everything ready in my hand. My flight itinerary, I printed it, accommodation, everything, and I did not need it. Love that for me. Just stamp and go through. I saw my pink bag, but I have to wait until it comes back around. Just showing you what the airport looks like. On this side, got this one, and I see the big one. After I got on the plane, I realized that I didn't put on my compression socks. I had them in my bag, and I was supposed to put them on when I was in Philly, and I completely forgot. So I put them on the plane, and boy, the compression was compressioning. My toes felt like the blood flow was completely restricted. I had to take them off. I usually wear the compression socks for long haul flights because it helps with blood flow so that you don't get blood clots from sitting down for so long. But it was a bit too tight, and I don't know if it's the shoes, but it's the same shoes I wore last year, so I don't know what the problem is. And I always wear these compression socks, so I don't know what the problem is. It just felt extra tight today. But you know what I think I did wrong? I think because I put them on over the regular socks that I have on. I should have taken off the regular socks and just put on the compression socks alone. But yeah, I should have done that at Philly. It was a little bit uncomfortable to do it while I'm in the plane. So what I did instead was just kind of constantly rotate my ankles and stretch and flex so that, you know, my quads and my ankles and my legs were just getting stimulating some blood flow by doing the stretches and stuff. And so you can do that when you're on your long flights just to help to prevent blood clots. Guys, look at that store down there that is actually made out of an airplane, or like an airplane.
It's so cool.
I love Schiphol Airport. It's a whole shopping mall. Kind of like Miami, but it's nice. Here's the outfit. It's really simple, but I said I was going to show you guys. The temperature in Amsterdam today is pretty decent. It's 8 degrees. It's still cold now, but it's not as cold as it could be. So I don't actually need my jacket, which is great. So I'm happy about that. I don't think I mentioned it to you guys before, but I'm staying in Rotterdam this time around. I'm very excited to stay in Rotterdam because the one day I visited Rotterdam last year, I was very impressed. It's a very modern city and I'm looking forward to exploring it a bit more. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for traveling with me. Stay tuned to day 4. It's going to be an exciting holiday series. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm going to be posting a video every day for 12 days. And if you liked today's video, give me a thumbs up. And until the next one, take care.
Thing but you, these are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas